on the program months ago to talk about the rights of our children, because we have seen what not only the COVID lockdown has done, and we know that the People's Convoy is a big part of it, of course, goes to medical freedom of choice with the vaccines and all the lockdowns and mask restrictions. But when it comes to our children, and I know some people might be like, well, Dan, you're beating a dead horse. Well, I'm going to continue to keep saying it because I have a teenage daughter, and it's been just driving me mad that not only have we pushed the over sexualization of our children at a young age now in school, some of these books and curriculum they're pushing, the CRT racist crap they're pushing. Then on top of that, add the masks, the social distancing, the not being in classrooms for a year and a half for the last 2 years. All this compounded, we have done so much damage to our children, Kimberly, that we have got to be their voice. I am so disgusted. I know you are too.
I know. Well, and that's extremely important that we are continuing to say this. It's kind of like the whole 9/11 thing, when they said, why you keep showing the footage? Because we don't want to forget. We
Yes.
have to stand up for those freedoms for our kids especially. And that's really why we jumped in on the convoy. The moment that the American truckers said we're going to ride, we said we need a truck and we need to ride, because this is a way that we can have a very powerful voice and message as we go across the nation, telling people that we are still here. We are not okay with this, and meet with all of those moms that we've been hearing from, because we've been hearing from them from all 50 states and calling us, telling us that their children are having masks taped to their mouths, that there's a thing called mask mouth now, and doctors are talking about it, where there's erosion of teeth, and there's a disease around their faces, and I'm like, staph infection. I mean, all of these things are real. So from the mask mandates to, as you said, to the sexualization of our children, to the critical race theory, social emotional learning, all of these things, parents are rising up and saying, enough. This is not okay. And I've been saying for 15 years, the moment that moms realize what's going on behind closed doors in their children's classrooms, there's going to be a national revolt. And that's exactly what we're seeing, a mom led revolution. And our truck was just going across the country leading that revolution for the last 2 weeks.